Hidden deep in the desert of Peru, mysterious lines have crisscrossed the desert for centuries. It wasn't until the 1920s, when aviation began to take off, that the meaning of these peculiar lines took shape. Dotted throughout the desert are these massive drawings that can only be appreciated from the sky. Their purpose is still unknown, and some believe aliens are the only explanation. I was passing through on my way from Arequipa to Huacachina and decided to see them for myself, and here's how it went. Good morning, guys. We made it to Nazca. It's about 6:30 in the morning and I barely slept at all on that bus, so it's gonna be a long day. So they dropped us off at this hotel where we can kind of keep our bags for the day, and we get to go explore Nazca a little bit. So I think I'm gonna take a flight, and then some of the other girls, they're gonna go up to the viewing platform. The flight is about $80, but I think, they didn't discover the Nazca lines from the ground. It wasn't until they took a flight that they actually saw what they were. So I think it's worth taking the flight. So we're gonna be doing that in about an hour. So we just arrived at the tiny little airport of Nazca. It's just like a tiny little room, and they weigh you because they have to put each person specifically by weight in the seat of the airplane, because there's only like 6 seats, so to balance the plane they have to weigh all of us. We should be boarding in a couple minutes here, and we'll be seeing the Nazca line shortly. We're about to board this tiny plane, and the pilot was just explaining to us the map that he gave us here of the order of lines that we'll see. And it's a tiny plane, and he also said that it's very likely that you'll get sick. That was really cool. That was definitely the way to see the Nazca lines. We're flying about 300 feet above the lines, and we're going to see the viewing platform later, but I definitely think that from the flight you get a better perspective of it. And not to mention, it was just a really cool flight over the desert and seeing all the mountains and the agriculture in this town. So definitely recommend it. To Huacachina. It should be about 2.5 hours, but we get to stop at the viewing tower to see the Nazca lines up close. We'll only go up about 4 stories, but we'll get to see a couple of the lines. So just about 25 minutes from the town of Nazca, we also have a viewing platform here that we can see the Nazca lines from, a little bit closer than the plane. So I think it'll be cool to have both experiences, to see them up close and also to have the aerial view from the plane this morning. 23, 24, 25, 26, 68, 69, 70, 71, 100 steps to the top. So the viewing platform takes you up about 100 stairs, and yeah, you get a pretty good view here actually of some of you get the lizard, the hand, and the tree. And it's actually, because the lines aren't as big as we thought they were, you actually get a pretty good view of them along with like the mountains that surround it. So it's definitely worth checking out the viewing tower too.